We have a real dope or dumb.
We have a real dope or dumb.
All right.
Are you ready to hear it?
I'm excited.
So I did a dope or dumb flip-flops.
Flip-flops. Okay.
I know you brought it up that you wanted to throw it out there and see.
Yeah.
What is your take? How about that?
Here's
usually how we start with this, you know?
Here's my thing. I'm going to say that a lot of people like
What do you say, brother?
Are you asking like me personally, or
Yeah,
you asking?
you
Okay,
personally.
me personally, I don't like flip flops unless you're wearing rainbows, like the hemp ones. I'm a slides guy.
Yeah,
Massive.
You love the slides. You have about 3 slides?
3 slides I rotate around. Massive slides guy. So like my head, I think a lot of people would say they like flip flops.
Why do you like slides more than flip flops?
I think they're more comfortable. They're easy. They're slides, so like I can just. I don't know. I know you can do that with flip-flops. They don't make the... I can't...
The clap?
Yeah, like, I feel like flip-flops, because of the way they're designed, like, literally slap.
They do slap, yeah.
Yeah.
Slap that heel. Slap
And
that ass.
Slides just feel more like my vibe.
Yeah.
They feel luxury.
More leisurely. I don't like flip-flops either. But I was sort of thinking on flip-flops and like jeans.
Oh yeah.
And how ugly that shit is.
Yeah.
The only time I wear flip-flops is if I'm like going to the beach or the pool.
Yeah, like literally needing to
almost sometimes I don't even wear it to the pool because I'll go over to the producer mom's house and like I'll wear my Sperry's.
Oh yeah, that's
boat
true.
Shoes,
yeah.
Because they can get wet and that's that. So like I really only wear them to like the beach because I don't want to get sand in my shoes.
Yeah. That's true. And even at the beach,
So dumb.
Every time I'm on Yorktown Beach, and like I remember wearing flip flops because I did used to love flip flops.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
you
did.
used to love them.
Yeah, because I was really big into my rainbows. I don't know if you remember. I bought them.
I had
like,
rainbows too. Remember I had the black ones.
Yeah, I like the white hemp ones. Like they felt really good. I don't know.
And then the ones I have now are like the Sanook.
Yeah,
like maybe like a koozie.
Yeah,
the bottom, which is like whatever. Remember the shitty? Oh man, do you remember those cheesy ones with the bottle openers on the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Everyone thought that was the coolest shit ever. You know what? I think Billy Less Insane has those.
Flip flops with bottle openers.
I think
so. Okay.
I could see him having it with his Volcom shirt.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
The stone.
Yeah, he did have a Volcom shirt. Billy Less Insane, he did have a Volcom shirt. I would love to know if you had... Actually, did he vote?
Huh? Did he vote? He did vote.
I bet he voted dope.
What's
I bet Billy Less Insane voted dope, but I'm curious.
He voted dope, and so did Carly.
So did Carly? Okay. Well, the Walters are
they're united.
They're a united front, which is the way you want to be.
It almost makes me want to have we got movie reviews and stuff. We should just have fashion advice episodes just targeted at Billy Less Insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Drop the Volcom, bro.
Yeah. You pop on a J. Crew polo. I think you'd like it.
A boat shoe, bro. Put on some slides.
But you're living your life. I like it.
I guess you do you, brother. I was gonna say, do you remember those flip flops with they held liquid in them? They were
what?
They were flasks.
No.
Yeah, dude, they had those for a while.
Were they like? Did you drank out of your shoe, or like the flask was like hidden?
Fucking Danny Rick, dude. You pulled yourself a shoey. But it was way less classy than winning a fucking Monza. A Monza Grand Prix.
Okay.
So, you're at Yorktown Beach drinking out of a fucking flip flop instead of being on the podium in Monza.
Yeah,
there's a bit of a difference. I don't know, but
there's probably different people looking at you.
You never heard of those though? You ever seen them?
No,
I don't. I would never want to drink out of someone's shoe.
I wouldn't either. I guess they come in handy if you're going to like, I don't know, a fireworks show
like
or
Evan Williams bourbon or some shit. You're not drinking fucking champagne.
Yeah, you know what? Nah.
So I say dumb. You say dumb.
I say dumb. I'm gonna guess the split though was far more on dope, but I'm gonna hope that a lot of people who said dope are like, oh, flip flops. Maybe they mean slides. Maybe they mean. I don't know, man.
I put a little flip-flop gif.
Oh, you put a flip-flop
So,
GIF.
I mean,
okay,
this is what it looked like, so.
Oh, that is obvious.
Is that obvious?
Yeah.
Flip-flop.
That is obvious. What is the split?
All right, split is... All right, who do you think won?
Definitely dope. I think
definitely won.
Yeah.
I know. The moment of silence of our fans.
The more we do these, the more I realize...
moment of silence on our fans' fashion sense.
The more we do these, the more I realize that, like, maybe we're the outliers and maybe we're the weird ones. No, Chris.
That's
no.
never the answer. We're not the outliers.
Yeah.
63%.
Wow.
dope.
Okay. It was actually more even than I thought.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay. Who was on our who agreed with us?
Who said dumb?
I would say Duhimalini, maybe. He's a slides guy. He's got to be a slides guy.
My guy, Duhimmel said dope.
No. Duhimalini.
Yeah. Who agreed with us? Let's see. Producer Brandy did.
Producer Brandy. She's always good people.
My boy Steve Lambert, Deuce.
Oh.
He thinks they're dumb as well.
Good people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no, there's a couple more.
Yeah, there's a couple more, but yeah, like the important people. I'm glad
the important people have been called out.
Yeah, the important. No, they're not the. You're all important to us, but keep voting more, and we'll call you out more.
Exactly.
But I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
Disappointed, man. I guess I was thinking that flip-flops was a millennial, not millennial, but 2010 trend.
Like people got out of it already.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
I was wearing
alternatives that we could be doing.
I was wearing my rainbows with my like American Eagle polo.
Yeah, in my plaid shorts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, this time, that was 10 years ago, man.
Yeah, stuff that should have been left in 2003.
It's all about golf shorts and boat shoes. Now, I think that's also phased out, but I'm working on getting out of that. So,
well, I'm a dock shorts guy.
Dock shorts. Yeah. You're into dock shorts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for some alternatives to boat shoes because I think producer Brandy said the other month that I look like a generic white guy or something. She said it. I'm gonna get the right words from her, and we're gonna put it out. I think
I'm gonna put the verbatim.
Maybe we'll put dope or dumb boat shoes and dope or dumb slides.
See, here's the thing, though.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I think dope. I would vote dope. Well, I don't want to sway our audience, but
it better be dope.
Yeah, like if you're saying flip flop
game though.
Yeah,
they can say what the fuck they want.
That's true. You're not. You shouldn't be voting to impress us. It's just like boat shoes to me are way better. Like I guess
I think they just kind of sometimes clothes or fashion items get like
associated with like dragon shirts, Okay. No, I didn't. That was attacked. But like Hawaiian shirts are kind of like an alt-right thing
Tommy
now.
Bahama or whatever it
is.
Yeah. I feel boat shoes. Oakleys.
Oakleys. Yeah. A dude wearing Oakleys, especially. I can't do it. I don't know how they do it.
Like backwards.
Yeah, backwards on your head.
Stupid as shit.
Those kind of people.
That better be 100% dumb.
That's yes. That out. You should put. That's a dope or dumb. Sunglasses on the back of your head.
Dumb.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about it. Dumb.
This is going to be a different topic because I don't want to actually. You know what?
I'm gonna bottle it.
Let's bottle it. Let's bottle it, and let's finish the dope or dumb being flip flops. Dumb should be dumb, but a lot of you apparently think dope.
Are you upset?
I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed. I mean, yes.
I wonder what kind of flip flops for all those that said
That's
dope.
also true. Like, are you wearing rainbows?
Yeah.
Are there special? Are you wearing those like Walmart $5 specials?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
or the
colored ones.
Yes. Yeah.
It's bright yellow.
Or like the free ones they usually give you at like a pool.
Here's an interesting thing. Producer Brandy voted dumb, and she told me it's because it's terrible for your feet and posture.
That makes sense, I guess. I don't really care.
I never thought. I just was purely on
fashion,
style.
Well, style begets good posture.
Posture.
Yeah,
reacts to
style.
Good fashion. Yes. First gulp. What do you think?
I'm going to be quite honest with you. I hate chocolate.
I do. I was going to say this is, if anything, this is not a Chris drink. anti-Chris drink. Here.
Yeah, this is not a Chris drink. This is
Okay. Be honest then.
it's good. I will say one thing about it for those listening. If I'm not mistaken, you can correct me. The ingredients are essentially liquor and chocolate, right? Essentially.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you guys what the actual ingredients are, but
it's a martini at heart.
Yeah.
You know.
So like in my mind, like, and it's funny you say that. To me, this tastes like one of those like after dinner, you would see it on a dessert drink menu.
Dessert cocktail.
That being said, because I hate chocolate, I know you love chocolate.
Yeah.
And this is probably a drink you really like.
Well, that's why I said when I took a sip, I was like, oh, I'm going to like this. And I think you're not.
Yeah.
So you don't like it at all. I mean, it's fun. Here we go. Difference of opinions.
Yeah, difference of
opinions.
Creates
conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it. The one thing I do like about it, though.
Okay.
Whatever gin you used was very good.
You can taste it.
I can taste because I'm trying to filter out the chocolate taste. I think I'm trying to focus. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like mushrooms, but it's like cooked in the sauce, you like try to focus on a different.
For what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can I take a glance at your cup?
Yeah.
Because I want to see if this is a thing. A bit of a reach here.
Yeah.
Oh, sloshy.
Are you going to taste the difference?
Okay. Take a sip of mine.
Okay.
I don't know if this makes a big difference. It does to me.
While I'm taking a sip, you should explain to the viewers why yours is different than mine.
Okay, so I initially made this, the idea of it is it's not a dirty martini, it's a chocolate dirt martini. And does it taste any different to you?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
And I think so let me explain it. Back it up and so we wanted, the old child treat dirt. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
So you get the like basically chocolate pudding and then Oreo crumble on top and then a worm. We decided not to do the worm.
We didn't do a worm.
Yeah,
we're adults.
So we did a dirt martini, not a dirty martini.
Yeah, a dirt martini. So you got
some chocolate liqueur. We used mermaid gin. It was over from I want to say Scotland. I don't know. We got it in the London. We got it in Heather. What's it called again?
Heathrow. That's the. I think this is one of the ones like while we were in the airport, you and producer Brandy were like, we should get more gin.
Yeah. Well, it was like a really good deal.
Yeah.
Like, why would we not?
And you got 3 more bottles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. On top of like our 7.
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, it was like $10 a bottle. Fuck that. Why not?
Yeah.
So we used the mermaid gin, and we had the knockoff Godiva. It was like, cream de cacao.
Yeah.
Chocolate liqueur.
Because, to be fair, we wanted to get Godiva.
Find it.
Yeah, Virginia ABC. Listen.
The fuck?
I don't mean to tell legislators how to run their business.
I feel like we've been complaining about ABC for about 20 episodes now.
I know.
25.
Like, what is the deal with the fact that we have no, like, liquor stores?
Yeah,
we have, like...
They gotta, okay, and it's not even the fact that we have no liquor stores. I get it, bro. You want your fucking regulations. You want your money. But give us all the liquor.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna, like, regulate and shit, and make it worthwhile.
You know what I think they should do? They should stop running it like a government agency and like still be the ABC store, but like hire whoever would have ran a brew through or something.
That's the beauty of like those other states with like actual little stores.
Yeah,
like they'll custom order like niche, spirits, and then you get to find cool shit.
Yeah, and the thing that also makes me mad is like with our stupid laws, we never get the cool stuff like Dos Hombres.
Yeah,
doing their like travel.
Trying to get that mezcal, bro. Trying to hit up my boy Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, and they know because they won't do the. Why would you do an event in a Virginia ABC store? Yeah,
where you can't really. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
or they even put them in Costco, and Costco can't carry liquor here.
Yeah,
Virginia.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
Stupid.
But anyway.
I
retract. Yeah, anyway.
To go back.
Yeah, so what I did, though, was initially I made the chocolate liqueur and the gin with a little bit of Hershey's syrup just like a squirt.
Yeah,
just to give it some chocolate and some color.
Yeah. Because really get it that dirty chocolate pudding-y.
Like that dirty like milkshake look, right? And then I put the crushed Oreos on top. And the problem was that the first one, they all just sank to the bottom. Yes.
We had a lot of crushed Oreos that just decided to clump.
Decided to go down.
Yeah, they congregated and created a turd-looking substance.
They did make a turd. It's an Oreo turd, and it was just dropped to the bottom of the turd. So, I mean, I think we adjusted, and the second one I put egg white foam on the top, and then I put the Oreo crumbles.
Yeah.
And I think since it held it on top, so here's the difference. I can smell the Oreo.
Yeah. Oh, yours has like an Oreo
aroma.
Yeah.
Right. And what's not aroma? I think that's it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's got an aroma.
Because we have like not an edible, a garnish, and you get the
whiff.
What the fuck is it called?
Like the essence of?
No, I can't. It'll come to me in a second. But
if you know the correct answer, DM us on Gin and Sofa Pod.
Help us out. We're the worst cocktail reviewers on
Earth.
But,
we're the best.
Yeah.
We're real at least.
So not the zest. The zest of the Oreo.
I could get the real zest.
Yeah, it is zest. The oils of the Oreo.
It interacted with the
So like it sits on top and you get a nice smell of it as you take a drink. The front notes are Oreo. And I think it's a big difference in just being straight up chocolate liqueur.
Yeah, chocolate and gin.
So I understand why you hate that one. If you want to switch, I'm okay with you trying to switch it.
My strategy when I don't like a drink is to drink it faster, which I think bodes well for our podcast.
Yeah, and it kind of makes me feel like I should have made the vanilla egg white cream.
Yeah,
egg white foam.
Here's the thing though. I got more of a vanilla taste in yours.
Mm-hmm.
That like,
I think it's just the egg white foam.
Yeah, and like I feel like if you had made like a vanilla egg white foam,
I mean, you want
maybe
another sip before you take your official review. I don't want you to be.
See, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you two different reviews.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you something. Do you ever go? I feel like one of our favorite spots is 2nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
And we go there.
Shout out, you guys. Weren't sponsors, so
yeah. Shout out, but like you're not paying us, so half shout out.
Half shout out.
Yeah.
We broke shout out.
Yeah. I feel like I'll change my order based on who's the bartender, right?
Okay. Do you?
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Well, not like 2nd Street's a bad example because I don't do it there, but like how like if you're real familiar with a place and you're like, oh, this guy makes a really great drink, like he knows the exact like proportions and it's great. And then you see another person make it and it's like the same drink, but like maybe they didn't do the egg white foam. So like to me, if someone handed me my version, this is a 1.
But that's not the version.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
To be this.
But that's what I'm saying is like this is a 1. However, the one that you have, the official one with the egg white foam, I think that's a 2.5, leaning closer to 3.
Okay.
Like I would finish that drink, and I wouldn't like this one. I'm a little more like I want to get done with it.
Yeah.
I would probably take my time, but I would still, the reason why it's not like a 2.5 or 3, it still to me tastes like a dessert drink. So like usually I'm not ordering like towards the end of the meal, I'm not getting like 3 more drinks. Right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You're a chocolate guy?
Chocolate guy. Chocolate
man.
Chocolate man. Chocolate rain. I think, I don't remember the scale again. I'm kidding. I wouldn't go off. I'll give it a 3. I wouldn't go off menu.
Yeah.
If I saw it though, I'd be interested. I know there's chocolate martinis out there.
Yeah.
But I don't. This is tough because I don't normally would go that direction.
I'm kind of curious because yeah, like chocolate martinis makes me think of something, and I'm curious your opinion on this. You like both chocolate and coffee. And there are chocolate martinis and there are espresso martinis. Yeah. Do either of those, like if you saw them on a menu, which one would you choose over the other? Like would you prefer an espresso martini?
An espresso martini.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's like less indulgent.
That's true. It's not desserty, but it's desserty.
Yeah, they just kind of, it's not as over the top.
Yeah. Like you're not going to feel bad about yourself afterwards in an espresso martini where like a chocolate martini, you're like, I think I just ate a Godiva like square.
Yeah, cube.
Yeah. Straight up.
Straight up from
Yeah.
the wrapper. I think I don't know, man, because I think my first instinct is always to go citrus or floral.
Ooh, so you wouldn't
know,
even
like what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Most of the time it's all, or every now and then you go a little woodsy.
Ooh.
But like most of the time I'm never thinking chocolate. I'm never thinking coffee. I'm never
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
you know, like caramel.
Caramel.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Like you don't want the like super sugary, like sweeter drinks, which those kind of
and it's not bad at all. I just don't ever feel like I want that.
It's usually not a thing I want in my drink.
So that's why it's kind of hard to say it's a 3. I'm going to say it's a 3 based on the fact that it's good. And if I ordered, so 3s I'd order and again.
And you'd be happy. Yeah, you'd be happy with it. And like, you'd be like, oh man, you know what? I want another dirt
so
martini.
Say something though.
Are you getting towards the
what?
I don't know. Are you at the Oreos themselves that have now probably been infused?
So sometimes I'm getting some of those. They're like mush.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not good. Not pleasant.
I'm really worried for the turd that's hanging out the bottom of this.
A gulp, bro.
Yeah.
Coming down the gullet quick.
I
think here's the thing though. I made the egg white foam and I fucking half-assed it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
are you getting straight egg white now?
Yeah, it's like gulpy. It's like not gulpy. It's like slug-like, you know?
Ooh, slug-like.
I mean, what else is this? It's fucking egg white. I made it and I shook it and then like I poured it out and it came out first as foam and then it started coming out like oozy.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
egg whitey.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
I didn't.
But I committed, so
It's already on top of the drink. I can't separate it again. You got to pour it.
yeah, fuck. Yeah, so like I'm at the point where now I'm getting like soggy Oreos and egg white, and it doesn't even look good from the outside.
Yeah, yours is starting to like curdle. It kind of looks.
It looks, yeah, it's a big sloppy mess. I
Yeah.
mean, like, yeah, what the fuck? Okay.
The longer this review of the drink goes on, the
lower
worse
the
it gets.
score goes. Yeah, it just slowly drops lower and lower.
Let's get our official then in right now.
Before it's too late.
Yeah,
I think-
for me, it's
I mean,
definitely
like,
the 2.5.
It's hard to say a 3. I mean, I want to say a 3, but it's hard.
You liked your initial sips,
Yes.
and if you remade it now and did like, hey, I'm really gonna make this egg white. Do you think that would have kept it at 3?
Yeah, I think it'd help. Because I think the egg white helps keep the Oreos from getting saturated.
Or like doing the vanilla egg white, like you were saying.
Yeah. Or you can even put chocolate in it. You know, like a chocolate on chocolate. I know you love chocolate. But, oh, this is tough, man. I thought this would be a lot better drink than it was. Like, it's weird. Have you ever had a drink where the first one is like
Oh, all the time.
good, and then you just kind of like, wait a minute.
I feel
more to this than I thought.
I feel like there are certain drinks where like the longer you take to drink them, the worse they get. Because like I feel like a coffee or chocolate drink is like that because
I think it's like that. Yeah, 100%. I think it's like that with like old fashions and shit.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
gin and tonic.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Because
yeah.
the bubbles start going away.
Yeah, and then it just
And then
starts
it's
becoming
gin
like
and water. And
Yeah.
like, what? But like the good thing I think with those is, you know, like you just kind of get a straw. Maybe a straw
okay.
is an essential vital. But then you can't have a straw in a martini glass. It looks stupid.
You look like a dork.
You look like a buffoon.
Buffoonicus.
A chaluch. Sitting there drinking a fucking chocolate martini with a windy straw. A crazy straw. I'm not against it, but you know, if that's what you got to do.
If you're a Gin and Sofa listener and you ever see us at a bar, please use a crazy straw with your martini, and that's how you'll signal to us that you're a listener.
You're a fan. Yeah, man, and then we'll make some Gin and Sofa official crazy straws.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
just sip your martinis out of. How's that?
there's some good merch.
Possibilities.
Yeah.
Good merch possibilities.
Yeah,
We can get on
I
that.
like the ideas. I like the ideas. So, like we said, the longer it's going, the worse the drink becomes. So I think we're both like 3 and 2 kind of area.
Yes. Okay. Are we doing halves in this world?
Yeah, I did a 2.5, but
you
like
did a 2.5.
I did
Should have we done a
2.5.
2.5?
I did a 2.5.
Redact it. You gotta pick a whole number, bitch.
All right, then I'm leaning towards 2 now.
Oh, Oh, I think you're doing it in spite.
You know what? I'm leaning towards one now.
Oh, okay. So like, throw this shit on the ground. Get a mop. This thing's fucking garbage.
Oh man, I just took another turd. Some of the turd.
You got some of the turd?
Some of the turd came.
The turd came?
Yeah, it's a 2.
Oh, okay. Walk me through it, Chris. I think I'm gonna go 2 as well. But I mean, but the problem is with oh my god. Here's the thing: the essence of the rating.
That's true.
A 2 means you can finish it.
That's true.
But you're never gonna order again. You know, we were talking about how we couldn't finish. I can't find a drink I wouldn't finish.
That's true.
A couple
that would be a
episodes ago.
0. I feel like that would be a 0.
Yeah.
So like 1 is you finish it, but you're unhappy about it. I
okay,
guess.
so maybe it could. So that's what I'm saying. Like, can I finish this? Considering it's gone globby.
It's gone. Yours has gotten. Now that I'm looking at yours is progressively thicker and thicker.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly take a picture of it for the aftermath. But.
You absolutely should. Actually, I want to do a little test.
Yeah.
I think this would be interesting.
What's the test?
If you're listening, DM Jen and Sofa Pod on Instagram or Twitter and ask for a picture of what the Zach's drink looked like. And then, we'll DM it back to you. It looks disgusting. I'm just curious how many people are like checking us out and like get to this part of the review.
Yeah, can't wait to get like 10.
Yeah, Billy less than Zane. You're probably already.
You're the one we're counting on, bud.
Yeah. Actually, Billy almost equal to Zane. If you DM us and say what does Zach's drink look like, I will call you Billy almost equal. To Zane.
Okay.
Zach will stay it with Billy less than Zane.
You need to do more than that for me. Billy almost on the same level, but quite not. Nowhere near. Then Zane.
Billy in the same neighborhood, but not the same street.
Yeah. Same county.
Yeah, same county.
Same county. Dare I say state?
Oh,
no.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
I'm going 1.
It's going lower. We've got to stop this
Wrap this
review.
review up. It's just going to be a -5 by the time we're done.
All right. 2-1. There it is. The Dirt Martini deserved its name. It's dirt.
It is dirt. My God. It looks good. It's like that brand new lyric, God damn, you look so lovely, but you sound so ugly. But it's tastes so ugly.
It does taste so ugly.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. We love brand new on this pod.
Yeah. Same
We
one.
love brand new. If you love brand new, you should also
Science
DM.
fiction shout out.
That's another topic. You and I
Well, you need to get in.
we'll do a brand new I would love to have Coop.
Discography. And I
Maybe
understand what we all know what transpired.
Yeah. And that's tough. It's hard to separate the art from the artist.
But you gotta do it.
Yeah, you've got to do it when something.
I personally think you gotta do it because people love Michael Jackson. People love Kanye.
The way I think about it is like the way people, really the stuff that like people like Michael Jackson are accused of doing, people still support him. Brand new, like to describe what they meant to like people like us is hard. So it is hard to separate art from artist.
What are you gonna do?
It's not like we're like, going to a rally trying to defend them or something, but brand new is important.
Yeah, any day, anyway.
Any day, anyway, we're going to talk about brand new.
A topic. Maybe Josh come back for that.
Yeah, I'd love that. So Zach, the Dirt Martini.
Right.
Would you say it was a dirty drink? I would agree it was a dirty drink. Very dirty.
It was pretty dirty. I mean, I had to go get another beverage to cleanse my palate.
But that almost works for what we're doing.
It does.
And we are reviewing Talking Dirty
After
After Dark.
Talkin Dirty After Dark. Now, many of you out there listening might have no clue. Almost, I bet all of you have no clue what we're talking about.
I almost bet they confuse it with a Howard Stern movie, Private Parts.
Wow.
Like, because Talking Dirty After Dark, like...
Private Part.
Yeah, like for some reason, I feel like your mind would immediately go to a disc jockey, like Howard Stern.
Yeah, I guess so. I actually thought maybe that's what was going to happen
Oh.
before we read the...
Because of Martin.
Yeah.
The show, he's like
that was his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get the synopsis read.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say... Oh, how do I say this? Fuck, hold on. I'm losing it.
No. I do want to point out that this was kind of a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not only did I like this movie, so this movie came out early.
It was like 1993 or something?
1993, something early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out early. We watched this movie. We've watched The New Guy. We've watched movies that are way more problematic than this. I was impressed by how there were like a couple of times maybe where they got right up to a line, but there wasn't.
They teetered.
They
teetered a line.
I was impressed by how you could. If any of you rewatch one of the movies you hear on this pod, go use the $2.99, which Zach paid today.
Which is unfortunate because we watched it a couple weeks ago and it was free on Stars.
Yeah.
I guess they just happened to remove it.
It must have been September, maybe?
Yeah, maybe so. I guess so. But $3.
Yeah, $3. Worth. You know what? I would pay $3. I don't know if I'd do it again. But your money, yeah, I'd
very gladly use my money any day.
Yeah, no, it was. I think you paid for it. Was it worth the rent to rewatch it? Was it worth the rent?
I liked it. I got a couple laughs out of it.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed by how much I still laughed at it doing a second rewatch.
That's a good gauge on how well a movie, like, I guess quality.
Yeah.
Because like you could say I saw it and it just kind of made me laugh on the fact of. Like, I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, but this time you knew what to expect, and you still laughed.
Yeah. I really liked it. So we should just start.
$3. Go, Mike. Yeah. You can rent it.
You should rent it.
Mike. You don't have to get everything for free. Just saying.
I think we should get right into the beginning.
Yeah. And let's see if, like, I'm hoping this time we've just recently watched it.
Yeah.
We can keep better track of.
Like, we don't have to jump back and forth a lot. Yeah, we know we've done that a couple of times, but we literally watched it and walked into this room.
So hopefully that helps a lot. I'm trying to avoid writing down things
because I agree. We're not big writers. We should be if you wanted us to be more like, hey, this is a real intense review. Maybe we should write stuff down, but...
This is a degenerate review.
Yeah, this is a degenerate review. I like that. These are degenerate reviews of some of our films that we just decided to watch.
Ebert. I'll say it again.
Yeah, go to the Chicago Tribune.
Yeah, go to the Rolling Stone,
yeah.
I guess. Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes, I guess. What they
go anywhere.
But here.
But
actually come here.
Please, yeah, just add to our downloads.
Please. I don't know. So we get into it. It starts off with Martin Lawrence's character. Yes.
It starts off.
His name? I can.
Yeah.
It's Terry.
Terry. His name is. It starts off there, but as we're getting to Terry, they made a custom song for it.
They did.
Yeah.
And I know how much you love custom songs for movies.
To harken back.
The great
to Blank Man.
Yes.
I love custom songs for movies. It's a lost art.
Do you think I'm going to go on the fact and the lore.
Okay.
This was a custom song for this movie.
Okay.
Or yeah.
Did they just
let me spin on your head. Did they find a song titled Talkin Dirty After Dark and was like, that's a good movie title?
Maybe. Because yes, it kind of relates. but they don't say the movie title ever. They don't
No, they
like,
don't.
yeah. To me, it sounds more like a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I kind of could see if it was called like Jokin' Dirty After
Yeah,
Dark.
or like, Night at the Comedy Club. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Night at the Comedy. Yeah, something more relevant.
So like I was thinking about it as you just brought it up again, that like maybe they just found
A song, and we're like, let's just
a
name.
cool title.
And then
they
they
like the song, and they're like, "What's it called?" Okay, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
We'll just call the movie that.
Yeah, we'll just call it that. It was probably like cheap rights, and they're
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Whatever. Put it in there.
So
It's
we're
easy.
introduced to Terry.
So anyway, you love the song. It
Yeah.
may or may not be made for the movie.
Yeah, or the
But
movie
it's
may
a
be
great
made for the song.
anyway. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
Then we start off with Terry.
Terry.
Martin Lawrence. He answers the phone, and it's his phone company saying they haven't got payments.
he
And
owes $69.
$67.
60. Oh,
$67.
even more manageable.
If it was 69, I would have thought this is the kind of movie we're about to watch.
Yeah. This is boner humor.
I was like,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. 67. And he's like, "Oh, well, I'll get you the money," and it's a big deal about it. And then he calls
His boss,
who it is now.
Yeah.
And
This is when we're introduced to Dookie.
Dookie Sinclair.
Dookie Sinclair.
And he's there with his wife, and she's complaining about not being able to get that weenie.
Yeah.
That when she wants.
Zach wasn't censoring himself. She used the word weenie.
She said weenie.
She was like, let me get that weenie, and I want that weenie
I
now.
want that weenie now, and I want that weenie whenever I fucking want it.
Yeah,
And I was like, huh.
Verbatim, probably.
Verbatim. They probably wrote that in the script. Like, that's
Yeah.
not good.
And you see that Dookie's really concerned with his ring. He's obviously not like...
Dookie's getting ready for the night.
Yeah, he's getting ready for
his
the
club
night.
to open up.
Wearing a 6 suit.
Yeah.
And Dookie is played by, what's his dong?
What's his deal?
The dude from Friday, the dad from Friday.
I want to say Witherspoon.
It is
like that?
I think it is Witherspoon
Yeah,
or Weatherspoon.
The
One of
dad
those,
from Friday.
yeah, the guy from Friday. And I apologize if that's the only thing I know him from, but now I know him from Talkin Dirty After Dark.
This is the next Friday. He's in
That, yeah,
but like which was funny because when we first saw the movie and he was like the third character shown.
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there's more than just Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's dope, right?
He's gonna be
'Cause,
sick.
Yeah, I was like, nice. It's gonna be sick. And
Yeah.
then and he answers it, and then he's like, she's like, his wife's like, who's that? And he's like, it's Terry.
That's Terry.
He's broke. He needs money as always. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, Terry.
Terry. And she makes like a face. It's like, Terry. Terry. And he says, like, I don't know what you see in that.
Mom's name. You better watch out.
Yeah.
Just saying it like that.
Yeah, that's true. But like, she's like, Terry, he's so talented. He's such a good comedian. Martin Lawrence is a good comedian. And she says, Terry's so good. And Mr. Witherspoon, Mr. Dookie, says like, I don't know what you see in him. So you get like you get a vibe that something
is amiss.
Something's
wrong.
Yeah.
As always, troubled marriage.
And then we arrive finally at Dookie's.
No.
Not finally. We're like 2 minutes into the review. What I mean is like, we get introduced. We jump to Big.
Yeah. So we jump to Big. Well, what's her face? I can't remember her name is.
Aretha.
Yeah.
Aretha is.
He said like I got Aretha. She's our cash card. And it's like Dookie's best comic.
Yeah, the best comic. Like
and then
people
it goes
come out to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it goes to her apartment, and Big is there working out, and Big is played by
Debo.
Debo. He's in Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday. And Friday after next.
Yeah.
And he's in there just lifting weights, and he's just like he's Debo like on crack, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or roids, I guess is more like it.
Yeah.
And if you can imagine. And she's talking about going to the club, and he just says something like, he's like, I don't like my girl not being around me.
Yeah, I don't like you being laughed at.
Yeah.
And he like breaks a chair.
He's like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I hate laughter.
Yeah, and he just breaks a chair. She's like, oh, you're just so strong. And then he shows her apartment's full of broken furniture.
Yeah, and she's just like, do another 500 bench presses. This is verbatim. Do another 500 bench presses. Make yourself a nice warm glass of milk. Excuse me. Time out on this review. Have you ever drinking warm milk?
No.
Like I don't.
No.
Why do people?
Disgusting.
Yeah. Why is that a thing? Warm milk?
I think it was like a thing in the old days.
Bro, if you be drinking warm milk,
Before refrigeration.
Before pasteurization.
Straight from the udder.
Straight from the udder.
Watching Son-in-Law.
That lukewarm.
We watched Son-in-Law the other day. You think
Oh,
they drink
yeah,
warm
yeah,
milk
yeah.
on
That was
the
warm
farm?
milk. That was warm milk. That's the kind of milk they leave on your porch.
Oh, gross, dude. When they had the fucking like pail.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine drinking from a cow.
Yeah. So she tells him.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I don't think it'd be a fun
It wouldn't
time.
be fun.
I don't think it'd be fun at all.
She tells him, do 500 bench presses. First of all, that's insane.
It's big.
It's big. He is big. He's giant. Do another 500 bench presses. Make yourself a warm glass of milk. Get yourself your favorite cookies, which I believe she just says, get yourself some Chips Ahoy cookies and wait for me in bed. And he's like placated because you can hear him be like, oh, baby, that's what I'm going to do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So they leave. That's that scene. We get introduced to Big and we get introduced to Aretha. And then we also get introduced because Martin Lawrence, the next scene, is seen like leaving his apartment, going to drive to the club.
And that's when we learn that apparently his car can't drive forward.
Yeah, he says, I've got to get me some forward gears.
Yeah, and he just can only drive backwards.
Yeah.
The car can only go backwards.
To the point I'm like, would he have not been pulled over?
Yes.
And he has a lot of tickets, by the way.
I mean, the way this movie's going.
Yeah. You have to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah. Some things are just like fantasy.
Yeah.
And going backwards in the car is part of it.
Yeah.
He goes to like a coffee shop. He meets, we just said his name. He's the
now
MC.
He is the MC.
The MC.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Martin Lawrence calls him Money. We'll remember what his name is.
They start talking about politics.
They start talking about politics. And here's the thing. This guy and Martin Lawrence, Jackie. His name is Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie.
Sorry, I just remembered. So Jackie and Martin Lawrence are like talking. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know what Jackie's from. Have you ever seen Jackie?
I've never seen him before.
You never seen him? I never seen him before in my life.
Never seen him before. He's not on Friday.
Yeah. So Jackie and Martin Lawrence are like talking, and like he's like, "Hey, what are you doing after the show? I got a date with this fine girl. We could go on a double." He made that noise. I got a date with a fine girl, and we should go on a double date. He's like, "Nah, I like to politic."
Yeah.
And I might be getting some pussy in the process. Quite literally the quote from the script. He says, I'm going to politic and get some pussy in the process.
Yes. that's what he said, yeah.
And then we're finally at Dookie's.
We're at Dookie's, and, I think this is where they just show that he's emceeing.
They show like Aretha shows up and everyone's excited, and then
they're outside. It was almost like a Hollywood like premiere.
It did feel like that.
You know, reminded me of on The Mask, the Coco Cabana, whatever that was.
Yes. Was that the way clubs were in the 90s?
I don't know. Like you just like roll up and there's like a red carpet, and you're like
people are just like waiting on the sides,
there, and you're like sick.
Yeah, I have never. That's an experience I've never had.
What, Cameron Diaz?
Well, Cameron Diaz, if you hear this, I would love if you DM'd me.
I would love the experience. Thank you very much.
But yeah, they're just showing that the club's like a big deal. A lot of people.
Yeah, Dookie's is popping.
Yeah, Dookie's is popping, and Martin Lawrence is doing his thing, driving in reverse, idiot.
Yeah.
And then they show like this is. I think this is where we get introduced to one of my favorite guys. Roach.
Yeah, Brother Roach.
Because like Jackie's like, coming in, they get to the club, so like everyone's kind of setting up.
I think there's a Dookie, and I think Brother Roach talks to Dookie. No, he's talking to Jackie. He talks
to
for some reason Jackie's a liaison for Dookie at this point.
Yeah, I guess he's just the MC who like gets things done. Yeah.
He just does.
Yeah, so not Dookie. My boy Roach. Roach is funny.
Roach is good.
I like Roach. If his face looked familiar, but I don't think I've
ever seen him in anything. But he's probably in some small bits. I don't know. If you know who Roach is when you look up the if you watch this movie, Roach is, let us know.
Yeah, let us know it. Gin and Soap.
So Roach is, trying to, battle for some more time. He gets like 12 minutes.
And it's like a funny little bit because he's like, he gets like 2 extra minutes, and he's happy about that. And then we realize another shout out, another one of the comedians, Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. A show that I didn't realize Zach was already watching back in the
I
day.
watched it back in the day. Love that movie. Not that movie, but love that show.
That's awesome.
What is his name?
It's not D.L. Hughley, but the only name that came to my mind was D.L. Hughley, and I was like, that is not D.L. Hughley.
Oh my god, it's like real obvious. Let me find it though. But I mean, his name is Antonio.
His name is Antonio, and he's just another comedian. And I think this is when the movie starts showing this part more. But like one of the things I did like about this movie was like each of the comedians kind of had a mini like 3-minute, 4-minute like set.
Yeah.
So it was almost like seeing like mini stand up like from 5-6 different people, which was kind of cool. And they didn't it wasn't like back to back, so it didn't like wear on you. It was like one dude would come on. Mr. Cooper, I think was the first. Yeah, what's his name?
Mark Curry.
Oh yeah, Mark Curry.
There you go.
Mark Curry comes in and he does like the first bit, and he's funny.
Yeah,
he does funny stand up. I didn't.
Oh, I will say, however, it was Terry's was the first one.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. Terry was the first one.
It's very strange. Kind of an interesting take that the lead guy, his set is first. Yeah,
he was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean? Like, Terry was first.
That's like one of those things where like he leads up, but I think it was just so he could do more shenanigans.
Yeah, like be free to shenanigan.
Yeah, frivolous with his activities.
Yeah.
So Mark Curry's up.
Mark Curry's up and kills it. I think this is one of the. I think he does do a joke that was one of the few like times he gets right up to a line like some like. Those were one of the. I think his set was one of the closer to like, oh, this is a dated, like movie.
Which
but
part?
Yeah, I don't know, like the tripping the woman, where he's like, she's like, oh, I'm waiting to be swept off my feet, and he's like, yeah, bitch, and he's like, he just does a kick. Like I'm like, that's something that would have been funny in like 1991, but like people are different now, and it's not like I don't think a comedian could make that a joke now. Not that that's a bad thing, just more like it's kind of a stupid joke. No one really laughs at that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, I got you.
But like that was like one of the stand-up comedians, and I think this is when Jackie's woman arrives.
Yeah. So his date that he was talking about earlier at the coffee shop.
He's the fine.
Her name's like Kimmy. I think.
Yeah.
And she shows up, and she's got her hair up, and like a bun, and she's wearing glasses,
and a weird dress.
But it's like those old movie tropes where you really can tell she's hot.
Yeah, like literally they put glasses on.
You can't hide it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was like not another teen movie makes fun of that in a perfect way.
Yeah, it's literally the same situation. Yeah.
Zach's right. She comes in and she's obviously trying to look terrible, and she's a babe. And like he's like excited and like loving on her,
which is great.
And some groupies.
Yeah.
They run over.
They're what?
The groupies, like the ones that want to be comedians.
I thought you said the boobies.
Well, yes, the groupies' boobies.
The groupies' boobies run
over and like try to like. Obviously, this dude is on a date. Like he's like kissing her hand and all this stuff.
Very like I guess chivalrous.
Yeah,
kind of act.
And this woman with breasts like out essentially.
Yeah, exposed breast, not exposed.
Nearly exposed breasts.
3/4 of exposed.
Yeah, just walks in and says, "Hey, fuck this woman you're holding hands with. What up? My boobs are in your face."
I guess it's like cool, be aggressive, but like I don't know.
Like read the room. Yeah, be aggressive, but read the room. So
it was fine. Like I get it. Sometimes it happens. Sure.
Yeah.
But like she, first of all, Kimmy overreacted.
She immediately was like, "I guess I
supposed to all the time. I guess I'll just leave."
Yeah.
But you mentioned it as well.
Yeah.
Homie was he was interested in the exposed titty.
He was very like honestly, if you're on a date, bro, you should probably just be like, "Get out of my face." But he was like, "Oh, booby." And she like put a cherry between her breasts, and she's like, "If you want this cherry, come and get it." And he was like, "Oh,
I love cherries.
I love the cherry."
Is there a piece of food
that I would not eat between
titties?
In
her breast, and you're on a date. What's her first date?
Okay, If a woman put a mozzarella stick between
Mozzarella stick. Are you talking fried?
Yeah.
Like fresh out the fryer? Because that's gonna.
Well,
burn.
not fresh out the I don't want her to like be in the kitchen with him.
Okay, but then now you're gonna get like the hard cheese.
I like that.
No, you don't. You know, that stringiness, like where it's like almost like
I like the gooiness,
like a particle.
Okay, you're right. I didn't.
Okay.
I wasn't considering the woman in this scenario,
Yeah,
so I don't want her to have
burning alive. But you're like, this is good for me because I love me some mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella stick and breasts are like probably two of my top 3 favorite things in the world.
If it was on a titty, you'd eat it.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
I would like to find a way to combine the two, but you're right. I don't want to.
What about like Well, I'm saying so. You're on a date.
Okay.
First date. So honestly, like, if this goes bad, then
yeah,
oops, you fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like the third person comes out and say she's like on par, she's just a little trashier. Clearly, she puts a cherry in her titties.
Yeah, and says some things like,
but it's not a cherry. What is the food besides a mozzarella stick?
Yeah. What's something
that's going to be that would make you abandon the date? Not saying I'm not putting out the idea that you're a home wrecker.
Yeah.
A date abandoner.
Yeah. Man, that's a good question.
Gin and sofa, so you know.
A cherry's a good one because a cherry. I feel
like I hate cherries.
Well, that's you're right. You hate cherry. What if she did
maraschino? Get that shit out of my face.
What if it was an olive? A dirty martini olive.
Like
a dirt martini. Oh, that would be your least favorite.
Oh God, yeah. Exactly.
A chocolate, or excuse me, a coconut like piece.
Yeah,
shaving.
Like shaving. Get the coconut shaving. I'd rather not.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
If she like took some cheddar and like shaved it over the breast, I think I'd be like, okay. Well,
it's like I just for some reason imagining like a Olive Garden. And they got
the
Parmesan thing. Yeah, tell me when. And she's just like grinding Parmesan on her titties. Tell me when. You're like, we could do more.
Yeah.
Enough? Yeah. Tell me when. I'll tell you when.
Yeah, I will tell you when.
Just keep going.
Yeah, and then once it got to a mound on par with the size of the breast, I'd be
equal to greater than or equal to
greater than or equal to breast size. I would be like, all right, we have some E cup cheese and some D cup breasts. I think I would abandon the date at that point.
Do you think someone would interfere? I think your date might interfere.
So here's
do you think
she offered to leave. So at that point, I'd be like, hey, like maybe we don't have. Are you gonna
be like this forever?
Are you gonna put some F cup cheese on your breast?
We're gonna one up this lady.
Yeah, because I like cheese.
It's a bidding war now.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, I see one pair of breasts and cheese, and I see another
one pair of sans cheese.
Sans cheese.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
at that point, it's just
every day.
Yeah, that's just good business sense right there.
Listen, ladies, if you're looking to get some men,
cheese on titties.
I've heard cheese is as addictive as crack, so
that makes sense.
You know,
that makes sense.
Get on it.
We are harping on the cheese on the or not the cheese on the titties,
sorry.
But no.
There was an opportunity.
You're right.
Yeah, so
I'm curious what yours would have been though, if you need some time to think about it.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking like.
All right, so you think about it while we continue the review. And then by the end of the thing, I want to know what food might make you abandon a date.
I don't know. What if it's like pepperoni?
Oh, what about a normal cheese stick? Like you love cheese.
String cheese?
Yeah. What if she came over slathered in cream cheese?
Oh.
the Tillamook
string cheese. She's got like a little mini like bagel on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little bagel.
A lot of smells going on there. I don't know if I can handle it, but
well,
it's a titty.
All right, so now you know how to get to us, ladies. Now, producer Brandy already does the cheese.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. So anyway, we go to the that part is obviously like, hey, these two, okay.
I was gonna say this kind of introduced you. What you said was your least favorite part of the movie.
They keep going back to the fact that this woman with the breasts, and there's two of them. So these two women that are obviously a little on the trashier side.
The second lady.
Yeah, they're a little on the trashier side, but like they obviously want Jackie bad,
real bad.
Yeah, and they're not respecting the fact that he's on a date. So, It's very odd. They keep going back to it, and we'll probably get into it because like we'll talk about a really fun scene, and then it's like boom,
We're back to Jackie.
we're back to Jackie and his date.
Which makes me think, because you brought it up, like, have you ever noticed this guy before in any movies? Like, maybe he was popular.
Oh, maybe he was like
maybe he like demanded some screen time.
He was like, bro, I need some.
Yeah, I need some kind of like plot going.
Yeah, I can't just be
MC.
yeah.
But I don't know. I never seen him.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that for Mark Curry, but whatever.
Mark Curry should have been the MC.
Yeah, exactly. He should have had that plot.
He should have.
But they go from that to, I want to say, more
comedians,
which
I think is Roach.
I might have been Brother Roach.
Might have been
I was
Brother
they either
Roach.
did that or they did Brother Roach and Kwame
Oh yeah.
talking with
The ladies. So the ladies
well,
go.
no, they didn't get that far yet. I think this was when he was talking with Terry.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
And they were just talking. I think they were playing cards in between their sets.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. The wife.
Ruby
Lynn. Dookie's wife shows up and she takes Terry into the washroom.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they start fucking making out.
Yeah, she's very
immediately. There was no guessing game on what was happening here.
And one of the things they do too is they show that Martin Lawrence is not like doing this because he likes her.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
playing politics.
Yeah, he's like, I'll do you for
give me some like better time slots.
Yeah, he's like,
I guess now looking retrospect, that's probably why he was first.
Yeah,
to show that he had like ambition.
Yeah.
To get
sure.
They're talking. I don't know, getting better slots by banging the dude's wife.
He's definitely trying to get better slots.
Yeah.
He wants Brother Roach's slot.
He wants the 12 minutes.
But you're right. He's in the linen closet, the washroom with Ruby Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And he like tries to leave when Dookie walks by.
Dookie's right there. Yeah.
This is one of my favorite scenes because it's like funny, like seeing him and Martin Lawrence interact, and it reminds me of him and Ice Cube interacting in Friday. Like it is a very like funny dad, like younger guy in front of you role. And, like he's like doing something. He's like, you ain't Mike Tyson. Get the fuck out of the
yeah.
He's like doing like, oh, you don't want to go in this washroom because Ruby Lynn's still in there.
Yeah, he's like trying to like fuck around.
Yeah, like he saw Martin Lawrence come out of the washroom. So if he went in there and saw his wife, he'd be like, okay, why were you two?
Yeah, what's going on in my washroom? He's like, what the fuck you doing in my washroom?
Yeah. So he pops in. Ruby Lynn's hiding under jock straps or I don't know what towels.
Towels, mops.
Yeah, she's hiding.
Cleaning
so like
utensils.
Dookie has no idea.
Dookie's in the dark.
Dookie's in the dark.
He's not being talking dirty.
That's like how I like to have my Dookies in the dark.
Yeah.
Shameful Dookies.
A lot of time to recollect and ponder.
Yeah, exactly.
On life's misgivings. In the dark Dookies.
The dark Dookies.
You ever feel like you have to be quiet when you do a dark Dookie?
Absolutely.
Like, Absolutely. Are you doing it in like the middle of the night? You think you're gonna wake me up?
I think I'm worried that I'll wake Kumo up and he'll walk out, and then you guys will be upset. Like I don't want Kumo to wake up and then walk outside.
I mean, it wouldn't matter if Kumo woke up, smelled your Dookie. I'm assuming that's what attracted him to you.
Yeah,
like, I smell Dookie.
He's like, Dookie over here?
What's up, brother? And then he goes in your room and sleeps.
Oh,
I'm saying that might be okay.
That's all right.
Give me some more room in the bed.
Yeah.
No. Dookies in the dark are always a dangerous because then you're like, you can't really see anything. Now you have your flashlight on your phone on looking for like the toilet paper.
That's true. You're like, where is this shit? Yeah. Dark Dookies are difficult to pull off.
But if you could pull them off, then
more power to you.
You could Dookie any time of the day. Dookie time has doubled.
Yeah, your Dookie can be any
time. Anywhere, anytime.
You are a 24-hour Dookier.
Except for I don't Dookie in public. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Or at all. But anyways.
I never Dookie.
I'm a non-Dookier. Never Dookie.
Speaking of Dookie.
Yeah, so Dookie.
So Dookie, in the dark, and then we go to Brother Roach's set, I think. And it's hilarious. He had my favorite.
He was good. He had a good set.
Yeah, and his was funny because like you look at it now and I feel like people still say those kind of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was talking about like, it's a African American club.
It is.
So like all of the comedians, most of the audience are black. So he's like that, his jokes are related to the black community.
Indeed.
And some of the stuff he was saying are like stuff I was like, man, I could see Dave Chappelle making this joke.
Right.
Not saying he's on par with Dave Chappelle, but like this is a joke Dave Chappelle might have made.
Yeah.
10 years later.
Understood.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I really thought his set was funny.
Yeah, you're a big Brother Roach fan, which
Huge
makes me wonder why he wasn't famous.
Yeah, I'm like, where did this dude
Where did
go?
he go?
You were good, bro.
Yeah, I'm too good for this.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
What if we looked him up and he was like, he changed his name to, I don't know, something crazy, and he's like actually a super successful.
Like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He got a face reconstruction.
Yeah, he became
Dave Chappelle. Holy shit! No,
that'd be wild.
So, I think we're skipping a lot of the Jackie.
Yeah,
plot, but it's okay. We can sum that up at the end.
We really can,
because it honestly doesn't interfere with the main plot.
It really doesn't, and a lot of it to me like just felt so secondary that like I was just waiting for those scenes to be over.
Right.
But the long and the short of it, a lot of the stuff we are skipping over is just various instances of these two women interrupting Jackie and his girl. Mm-hmm. So that's really literally all we're skipping. It's not even that funny.
No.
None of them are funny. Like they're not a funny, like, I don't know. They're just not funny. So like they're easily skippable and forgettable.
So we'll skip ahead of those things, but then I think the next thing that happened was that Big.
Yeah.
Big's like, I'm gonna call my girl. He gets out of the shower. Yeah. He's like flexing his muscles, and he's just like, I'm gonna call my lady.
Yeah.
And then he calls the club, and then Rudy, the cook, the chef, answers. And
I love that dude.
Yeah, and he's just like giving this guy shit because they don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's just, like, it's a comedy club, and he's like calling, being like, "Where's my girl?" And he didn't say like, "Where's Aretha?" He was just like, "Where's my girl?
Where's my lady, yo?"
And this guy was like, kind of giving him a shit, be like, "I don't know which one your girl is. She ugly?" Like, like, and he's like, "Oh, she's having fun," or something like. They hang up,
right?
And I think this is one of your like. I remember you cracking up.
Yeah, because he says, I don't want to quote it and be wrong, but it's like he's like, don't you know black people have high blood pressure? God damn it. He's like,
yeah, why are you going to do this to me?
Why are you going to do this to me? And just like rages out. He's like, I'm going to get some Chips Ahoy. And busts out of the fucking room.
It's hilarious because like, he's like, it's funny because like it starts the scene and he's like, yeah, I'm going to call my girl. Like he's like feeling himself. He's like kind of happy, I guess. He's just like, I'm going to call my girl. And he's like, Big is on his way.
Big, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then...
I think now we get introduced to Percy.
Percy, yes. He's been, he's on his way.
He's on his way.
I don't understand this plot either.
I don't know where he's coming from.
No. But
they show him getting on a bus, and really this is another, like, I think it's funny. Like, there are certain ones that are funny, Percy-driven ones. Which also makes me think, like, you brought up a good point, was like Jackie a really successful actor? I was like, I need screen time because like this guy seemed like really random. Yeah. To have like he wasn't even, like a lot of his plots weren't even related to the club until he got there.
No, I mean, we're not gonna ruin anything, but like he got to the club later on. Yeah. And Dookie didn't even know who he was. Yeah. So, like, why was he going there in the first place?
And, like, he's like, I got an audition. You got an audition and Dookie didn't know who you were?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, like, Percy, long story short, Percy is getting on a bus and he's trying to get to the club because he has an audition. Right. And he kind of looks funny. He's, like, dressed very, like...
He's very dressed, like, almost zoot suity.
Yeah. You know? Like older looking.
Yeah, he's got, like, a gold suit on.
Yeah, and, like...
Pompadour.
Yeah, like kind of date, like someone that would like have been singing in the Temptations versus like a 90s comedy comedian. And like really that's all Percy's MO until he gets to the club. Yeah. Like Jackie, we are skipping some of his just random, like, I'm trying to get to the club.
I would say one major thing in Jackie's plot development was that Kimmy got a makeover.
She did get a makeover
in the bathroom.
She did, and
they basically let her hair down and took her glasses off.
To Zach's point, the three things they did: took off her glasses, put her hair down and changed her dress from this weird frilly, like it was like a
to,
weird,
almost a skirt.
Yeah, to a skirt, and like her boobs were out essentially.
Yeah, basically. She had a push-up bra on.
Yeah.
But this leads into like one of your favorite scenes. I thought was when she gets wings ordered for her.
Oh yes, yeah. So this is one of my favorite scenes. You're right. So she gets the makeover, sits down, and right when she sits, this dude was quick.
It was quick.
Right when she sits down,
bro. Yeah, he knew himself.
She a bucket of wings, and did a beer come also? Yeah. A beer and some wings come, and she's like, the gentleman over there sent you this. And you know, she's like, I think she's trying to make Jackie jealous.
Well, I think she's also like, I guess, getting used to
attention.
For some reason now she's attractive. She wasn't before, sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm attractive.
Oh, I'm hot.
Someone bought me a drink.
Yeah,
and she's like, that's nice. And she's like, yeah, trying to.
Yeah, and then Jackie rolls up and he's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then my dude, Wingman
rolls up.
Yeah, literally his name.
His name on the fucking casting is Wingman.
Yeah. Wingman. He rolls up, first of all, in a suit and sunglasses indoors.
Yeah, this guy's like
50s, and you know, Jackie and this date are probably 25, 30.
Yeah, late 20s.
Yeah. So like he's obviously older than them, and he's got a suit, he's got glasses on, and sunglasses indoors. He's got like a funny voice, like
he's got like a frog voice.
Yeah, very froggy,
hey,
like
brother.
I was trying to think of something like.
Oh man, he reminded me of some kind of commercial. But
do you know like Louis Armstrong, like the Wonderful World? Yeah. He reminded me of like probably what he sounds like talking, because it has like that like you said, frog in your throat.
Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just at all times, he's like, hey.
And he was also like overweight.
Oh yeah, he was like
extremely, pretty much obese. But
very heavy set gentleman.
Like, he had I forget what he says, like, you know, just a brother looking out for.
Yeah, he's like he was slick with it, because he rolls up and I think he hits him with the, how'd you like those wings and that beer, and she was like, oh, they're good. And then he looks at Jackie and he's like, oh, brother, I was just I saw the young lady alone.
He was like, I was trying to occupy her while you were talking to those two
other girls.
You know,
he was doing some moves. You know, you were busy with the other girls, so
my boy's experienced.
Yeah,
young man is experienced.
And he was like, just a brother helping a brother.
Yeah, and I'm here to help you. And he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, and he's just like, all right.
He was just like, it didn't work.
Yeah, well,
you know
so like he played it cool though, because he's
right. Which is like, what I'm thinking is like, this guy's done this many, many times before.
Yeah,
and like maybe sometimes it does work.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of takes the defeat when it happens, like, but he doesn't get angry about it. You know,
yeah, that's the way you should be.
Hey, man, you were busy with those 3 other women. I was keeping her company, and you're back now, so
I can head out.
I'm out, brother.
Yeah,
and frog voice.
I'm out. The one thing I did write down, and I'm glad you brought him up, was Frogman. New idol? Question mark.
New idol. New inspo.
Or Wingman, not Frogman. Wingman with frog voice.
New idol reminds me of those fables. Remember like the 2 frog guys?
Yeah.
They sound like when they talk.
I can see that. Absolutely.
They're frogs.
Yeah, they're frogs.
So they probably sound like that.
So Wingman. That is one of the few Jackie and his date storylines that was cool.
The highlight.
Yeah. And then I think we get to another comedian, and I'll be honest with you, I don't remember his name. He was like Brother Jackie's friend, Kwame, right? His name was Kwame?
Kwame, yeah.
Yeah, Kwame. Mm-hmm. And it was his set, and I got to tell you, I feel like they didn't give him a lot of time, and it was kind of forgettable. Like, it was funny, but like, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't bad. It just was like I chuckled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
It was
him
fun.
as a character, though.
Oh yeah,
he was
yeah.
Very good yin to Brother Roach's yang. You know.
Yeah, I like theirs. Yeah,
they're a pretty good combo.
Agreed.
Because it's like another. Okay, so honestly, there was that inner not inner loop.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of come together. Oops. Roach's and Kwame's story with Jackie's story.
Oh yeah. They all intersect.
Yeah.
Intersect. Yeah.
Yes, the words, bro.
Yeah.
Like so they find that so Jackie's been shunning these women.
The 2 women that like have been chasing him.
Women.
Yeah.
Yes. He shuns them.
are being chased.
Yeah, so Brother Roach and Kwame notice that there's some single ladies back there. And like,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on? And then they decide they want them.
Yeah.
Of course, like, the trash women don't want them.
Yeah. Because I guess Jackie's like supposed to be like fucking good.
He's supposed to be like the most attractive man in the club,
Yeah,
apparently.
like the bee's knees or some shit.
I don't see
Yeah,
it.
I don't see it.
He's no Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's no Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's no Idris
J.
Elba.
Jill. Yeah, he's definitely no Idris
Yeah,
Elba.
he's definitely not. Yeah. If he was Idris Elba playing it, I'd be like, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone get
I see why people are
Take a
fighting.
number.
But yeah. So I think this is when we also get to the part where like Big goes to the store.
Oh, yes. This motherfucker, dude. He rolls up in a Gold's Gym tank top.
Like
Sweatpants.
sweat,
like the ones
yeah,
you- like,
yeah. I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
wearing sweatpants on.
I'm not filling them the same way fucking
No,
Big.
your quads aren't bursting at the
Yeah.
seams. And a fanny pack.
Yeah, and a fanny.
And that's it.
Because that's what Big does.
And I was saying, that's like, you have to look like Big to wear fanny packs in public because no one's going to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, dude, fanny
agreed.
pack. And he'll just like rip your fucking chair off and break it in half.
Yeah. And he walks straight up to the counter and he's like, cookies.
Chips Ahoy.
Oh, Chips Ahoy. Yeah. He's like, Chips Ahoy. And he's like,
Chips Ahoy.
and he's like, they're back there. I don't want any trouble there. Like, cookies are back there.
Go find them.
Yeah. And he goes back there. They don't have the cookies. He's
Unreal.
upset.
Unforgivable.
So he wants to call his girl, calm himself down.
Yeah, he's like, I call my lady.
And
And then
that's when he calls. And I believe that's when Percy is finally at the club.
Percy's there, and he answers the phone for some reason. He's there
Yeah.
for about 30 seconds.
I don't know what. No, every time someone calls a club, a different person is answering it,
Yeah.
and like the only person that answered it that I know works there was
Rudy.
Rudy, yeah,
the cook, yeah.
yeah. Everyone else was like seemed like an average person just picking
Walking
up
by
phones.
the phone. Oh, the phone's ringing. Let me just answer.
Yeah. So Rudy picks it up, and I don't know. Rudy's a comedian, so I guess he thinks it's funny to talk like this. He's like.
Well, so is Percy.
Oh, excuse me, Percy.
yeah,
Percy.
Percy.
I meant
Yeah, okay, so
Rudy
Percy's
was
trying-
funny
yeah.
because he realized like, oh shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was because it was at the end because he's like talking shit. He's like, you have my cookies?
Yeah.
I need my cookies and my girl or something like that. And she's like, he said some stupid shit.
Yeah, he's
like,
like,
your
I mean,
girl's got
she's-
my cookies.
yeah.
And she's gonna have my ding dong, right?
Yeah,
And
Percy's
Percy's like, yeah,
so
that's funny.
stupid.
And then he was like, who is this? And he was just like, I was like, I'm her angry ass boyfriend. I'm about to come over there. And
Yeah, he's like,
shoot,
oh.
Shredder Compton.
Yeah. And then he hangs up.
Yeah.
And he just like rips the
fucking payphone out of the wall.
yeah, Big just like and I
Big
believe that
rules.
gentleman requested no trouble.
Yeah, he did. He did. Request.
Yeah, and you ripped the phone out of the
I think
wall.
Big just didn't listen.
He didn't listen.
He big dicked him.
When you're that big.
He big dick everybody.
So now he's obviously on his way to the club.
En route.
Yeah.
En route.
And
So this is when Percy's there. So this is when Martin Lawrence, so Terry
Terry,
and
Ruby Lynn,
Ruby Lynn have been outed by Dookie
They were
in the cooler.
in the cooler. They went
I
to
don't even know why that's. I think she just kind of we can back it up a minute.
we can because she got mad at Dookie.
She got mad at Dookie because she was thinking that Aretha was we see as an audience.
Yeah.
Clearly
Dookie loves
Dookie
Aretha.
loves Aretha, even though she's just giving him cash. He really like wants her.
Like he wants her, not like the yeah.
So we know as an audience, but
Yeah.
like honestly, I don't see how Ruby Lynn had any
Yeah, I don't think she.
inclination.
Yeah, I think she really thought like, oh, you just talent, like
Right.
Yeah.
And so she kind of it's weird because she like falsely accuses him of this, but it ends up being like an accurate accusation later on.
yeah,
Because she falsely it's one of those things where like you falsely accuse someone and it ends up setting up a chain of events that makes it true.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't when you accused it.
Yeah. No. I
And,
agree.
So like she's like, I can't believe you want just Aretha, and he's like, no, I don't. She's just the cat. She's the
Yeah,
talent.
she's like the moneymaker. Her name is on the
Yeah,
because
and so
Ruby
she-
Lynn hates her. So like
Yeah.
she wants her name off the marquee.
hate
She
each
wants
other so much.
yeah. They hate each other. Excuse me.
And so I think she takes that as fuel to go
Bang Terry and
bang
Fraser.
Terry. and she gets him in a room. And then that's when Jackie walks in.
Oh, yeah, the
and
politicking.
He's just like, help me out, brother. And he was just like, no, you understand the politics or something like that. And he was like, you know, you guys do what you do, brother. And he just walks away and he leaves him high and dry.
Yeah.
And then she decides to take him to the cooler.
She really wanted to freezer bang him. It was very odd.
I'll be honest. I didn't like Ruby Lynn as a character.
I didn't like Ruby because it was too much.
Too much.
And too unrealistic.
Yes.
Like I feel like no one is that stupid to be like, hey, let's bang in this linen closet while my husband's walking about the club he owns.
His owning his club, his business.
Like I don't know. Maybe I just don't know that many like terrible people.
Yeah, infidels.
Infidels. But like in my head, I'm like, no one would act like that. Or I hope no one would act like that.
Right. Like I mean, I don't understand. Like, what are you gonna do? Go in the cooler and bang for 30 seconds?
Yeah.
No way.
So but she's trying to bang him.
Yeah, she's trying. But I think I just didn't like her character because I don't know, man. I would like to think she'd be more enticing than what she was. To be what she was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I would say it kind of does fit in line with the fact that Martin Lawrence was just trying to get better spots.
Yeah.
And Dookie honestly didn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, you could, because like the very beginning, like she was like, I want that wiener. And he was like,
okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Cool. We all want this ween.
And it's when Dookie catches them in the freezer.
Yeah. So Dookie, you could see it.
Yeah.
Wheels turning.
Yeah. He catches them in the freezer and weirdly, he's like, you're going to bang Ruby Lynn.
Give her that cold dick.
Yeah. He says weird things. He's like, oh yeah, you're going to get it up.
You're going to get it up. I'm going to give her that
and
cold
he's like,
dick.
no, my shit
got a gun out too.
Yeah, he had a fucking gun out.
Because Dookie sees this as
my way to get out. Yeah, yeah.
Can we just? I know we shouldn't have backed up. We talked about it, but I feel like we should have went more in depth on Brother Roach's set.
Okay.
On just the fact that he said, "What grown man names himself Dookie?"
Oh,
and it was a perfect.
That was. He's like, I'm full of shit. Yeah, call me Dookie.
Call me Dookie. What did he call his wife?
Turd dick.
Turd wiener or something like that.
Turd wiener. Yeah, turd dong.
Wiener. And it was. I know. I went back.
Yeah,
I just remember that joke because it's Dookie.
Yeah, his name is Dookie.
And I mean, I think it was funny because the whole first time we watched it, I was like, his name is Dookie? and no one's saying anything about it?
Yeah.
And it was all the way up until Roach's set where finally someone said something about his name being Dookie.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why some grown man
named Dookie. So Dookie's like, give her that cold dick.
That cold dick.
And then, so then he locks them in there.
Yeah, he locks them in there, and he's like, in my favorite freezer.
Yeah.
Implying that he has multiple freezers all over the.
Yeah, he's got more than one. This is his favorite. So what the fuck?
He's like, you're gonna give her that cold dick, and he's like, when he locks him in, he says, "This is a perfect opportunity for me."
Right.
And he brings Aretha up to his
right. So that's
office.
like the wheels were turning. That he was like, "Hey, now I can make my move."
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying about the false
For
accusations now turning to truth.
For sure.
And what was also something I want to point out is the fact that I'm just staring at the wall. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
The weird ass scene after they got locked in the cooler, where they were trying to get his why were they trying to bang?
Like they were actually trying. Couldn't you just have said
get that dick up, right? And he's like, I can't because it's cold or something.
I guess I would have started like hitting things and just being like, oh.
I would have tried to like escape.
Oh yeah, that too. But he did that stupid like. You're right.
I guess.
Like you would have not been thinking bang, and those two were clearly thinking like, oh,
it was time to try to get out and live.
Yeah, this guy clearly wants us to bang.
I guess he wants us to give you the cold dick.
I should try to give you the cold dick.
Might as well at this point.
So Dookie gets him up to the office. Mm-hmm. Aretha, excuse me.
Yes.
Gets Aretha up to the office, and you could tell he's finally like making his move. And then Aretha's like, whoa, bro, I was talking about the you, me, like you're like my manager. Yeah, like we work well as a team. You know what I mean? Like we're just making each other money. Team. We're a team.
A team.
A team.
Love team.
she's like, we're a team. And he pulls some buttons, pushes some buttons.
Oh, yes. Chris's dream room is
And
revealed.
his office has a I don't know.
I think it's called a Murphy bed or something.
A Murphy bed. It like comes out of the wall.
I want to look up something like an ad.
Yeah, it comes out of the wall. And then this, Potozik, if you're listening to this, you should be because you're an important person to us. If you're listening to this, I think this is the scene where you would be like...
Murphy bed.
Yeah, you would literally be like, that's what I want. Because it was a floor to ceiling, maybe not floor to ceiling, but very blown up picture of our boy Weatherspoon, Dookie, in a Speedo, in a provocative pose, just right behind the bed. And he's trying to like entice Aretha to like bang him on. He's like, look at the picture, and she's like,
oh, yeah, it's great. He's like, just keep looking at the picture.
Yeah.
Just stare at it.
And that's when Percy walks in. He's like, hey, man. He like, somehow he didn't lock the door, I guess.
No, he locked it. He was just knocking a lot.
Oh, and he's like, oh, I got to get yeah, you're right,
he's
you're
like,
right.
really, really, really need to talk to you, which is funny because he made it sound like it was an emergency.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to break in or not break in, but I thought he was trying to come in and be like, look, bro, the audience hates me.
Doesn't like me
yeah.
at all. Yeah. And no, he was getting in there, can I get more fucking
Screen
stage time?
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, that's not an emergency, dude.
You not
ruined
broke
this
in,
guy's
but like,
attempt.
yeah.
No.
And in the middle of that, Big rolls up.
Big busts the door down.
Fucking just busts in.
Bust in.
Immediately grabs Percy.
Yeah.
Like he just
He assumes this is the guy that's been messing with his girl.
And he's like, clearly about to like fuck this dude up. Everyone's like, no. And then a very good line, I think, is when Percy was like,
yeah.
his whole demeanor like kind of shifts, and he's like, look, I need you to know I've been in Vietnam. And I was like, oh shit, this dude's about to go crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm about to go back.
Yeah, he runs away.
He just runs away. He just runs out.
I think
It's
it's
like,
like Big let go at that time. He's
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
like-
she been in Vietnam? Oh boy. Oh no, and then he's gone.
and he's gone.
Yeah.
And then they just start fighting in the middle of
The fucking audience.
in the middle of the audience while like a dude is presenting. We didn't notice this on the first one, but the second one, there's like a massive fight going on. And this guy in the background is like still telling his joke, like at least doing the hand gestures.
He's like, I'm from a Native American tribe. And he's like, slap a hoe.
That was another one that like that started to get
borderline,
because it was like I don't know, it was like a
And then
really
also the way he was like very deadpan.
yeah,
Slap a hoe.
it was stupid.
And then we're like, okay.
Yeah.
And he kept like talking.
Yeah, he kept
But
talking.
you couldn't hear him.
You couldn't hear him, and his hands were moving. He was clearly doing something, while like Big was beating ass. Rudy he said, "I'm gonna let the air out of you." Rudy's a badass because Rudy comes in with a frying pan, hits the Big, and Big is like,
Ooh,
"Nah,
Yeah.
that didn't hurt."
he's big, dude.
Yeah, he's big.
But then
He throws it to Martin Lawrence.
throws it over to Terry.
Terry, yeah. And Terry just like hits him once in the face and boom.
Excuse me, I have major allergies.
He hits him once in the face and boom, Big is out.
Boom.
While Ruby Lynn like steals on, like knocks out Aretha. Yeah.
Yeah, Aretha's out.
Yeah. Pow.
Oh, but did you say that she told Big that it was
Oh yeah. So he was chasing Big was chasing Percy until finally Ruby Lynn was like, "No, it ain't Percy. It was that low down
motherfucking
Dookie.
Yeah,
Cheapskate Dookie."
Dookie did it.
And then Big just sees red. Starts punching him in the stomach.
Red the whole fucking time. I don't know how he focus on anything. He's just raging.
Until from the moment he stepped out of the shower, he was in a happy mood. Until that guy.
Yeah, he was on top of the world, man.
Yeah.
Until he had to call his lady.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna call my lady.
The night went to shit. He just started wrecking house.
So he beats that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Terry does beat Big by like hitting him in the head with a frying pan.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves.
So I guess everyone, yeah.
Yeah, because
it kind of mini flash forward. So before we get to mini flash forward, there was a scene with Jackie and the girl.
Yeah, this is the ending to the Jackie and Kimmy Kimmy story where like you said, there's one last scene.
So the trash girls.
Yeah.
Well, so this is okay. Yeah, they just come up to them.
Yeah, they're like blocking the exit.
To leave.
Yeah.
And so Kimmy decides to run their asses over with her car.
Yeah.
And so, they get knocked into like dirt. And Brother Roach and Kwame are there and like, hey,
look at you.
Look at you covered in dirt, but we still like you.
We still want you. And then they're like,
And you're like, God damn it. And
I do want to point out one thing though.
Yeah.
You pointed this out and I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. So before she tries to run him over, like Kimmy's like they're like, hey, come do us, Jackie, come fuck us.
Come
and
get
like
the real deal or something.
And like they like look at each other and she like gives like a signal, like clearly, hey, I'm gonna run these people over.
You've been there, and like maybe it's not running people over.
Yeah, but maybe like you know, head nods.
Like, say the bartender comes to you and your date, right?
Yeah,
and they're like, you guys want another one, and you give you and your date give each other a look. You're like, yeah, and you're like, or she does.
And you're like, yeah.
And you're like, that means a yes.
Yeah.
She gives Jackie a look, and he looks back like...
And he gives like the yes.
The go ahead, do what you got to do.
But the second she starts doing it, he's like, oh my
God. Oh, no. Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that up because it was something that you noticed that I didn't even notice.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they kind of do like Terrence.
Terrence. Terry brings Ruby Lynn back.
He drives her home for some reason.
Yeah, backwards.
Backwards.
And it was very weird. You could tell Ruby Lynn and Dookie don't want to reconcile quite yet.
Yes.
So they fall asleep. This is when they kind of wake up the next day. All of this happened in a day.
Yeah, one night.
Yeah, one night. They show Terry and Ruby Lynn waking up. There's a phone call. It's Dookie. He wants to talk to Ruby Lynn. I like how he knew Ruby Lynn would be at Terry's house.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to call Terry.
Yeah. This is part of the weirdness. For me, the movie starts, like Zach said, with Martin Lawrence. It's a perfect bookend to me, with Martin Lawrence waking up and having morning wood.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, okay.
The next morning, he wakes up and has morning wood, and Ruby Lynn's like, look, your dick works now. Because he couldn't get it up in the freezer when a guy threatened to kill him.
But exactly. I think this plot device would have worked a lot better if his dick didn't work the entire movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if he was
very
like, I'm
weird.
down on my luck, bro.
Yeah, I'm having some more
don't work. And then now his ween is up.
Yeah, it just was
and
like
he just starts saying, "Got my shit back."
Yeah, that's the end of Terry's story. He's got his shit back. But you're right. They do a flash forward, so we get everyone's kind of ending. Yeah.
Do you like when movies do that?
I kind of do.
I know we talked about a guy thing and how they just kind of ended abruptly, and there was no like.
And 6 months they broke up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's no like epilogue to everything.
Yeah.
This one is like the exact opposite.
Like everyone got their epilogue. I do kind of like that, especially in a movie like this where it's a one-off movie. There's not supposed to be a Talkin Dirty 2.
Right.
So like let me know that like Big and Percy became like best friends, and let me know that Aretha had Big's baby.
Right.
I do like it. I think those are the best ways to end movies, are that like kind of epilogue on those single movies. I can't remember how they ended Dookie's. Did they just show them reconciling? I think they might have just.
They did.
Yeah, like they were just like Ruby Lynn and Dookie got back together, and I think that was it.
Dog.
Oh yeah.
They got rid of the dog.
They got rid of the dog. Yeah, the dog looked cool too because his last scene had some sunglasses on. He looked kind of badass.
Sunnied up.
Yeah.
They said Big
and Percy became best friends.
Aretha had a kid with Big, and Percy became best friends with Big.
Oh, Jackie and the Kimmy apparently got married.
Yeah, and they're just like settled down.
Yeah. And then
Brother Roach
and Kwame are still just chasing tail.
But I'm pretty sure that was the Trash Girls.
Were they?
Yes,
I couldn't tell, and like to the point where I was like, are they trying to tell me that they are?
I think they were saying they were just with them. At least the one looked like with.
I think she did. I think I was thinking the same thing, but like almost was like didn't know.
Yeah, I think it is a bit confusing because the way Terry says like they're just tasting pussy.
Yeah,
but it was like, oh, I think chasing one. Though.
Yeah, I think they're chasing those specific women. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's There was no ending for, Mark Curry or
Yeah, no endings for like some of the
or
like
even,
maybe guest
Rudy,
spots.
not
Yeah,
even Rudy, but
Rudy would have had a cool ending.
yeah, he's probably still there.
Yeah. Rudy had some of the best one-liners, but they also felt random.
They were very random.
Yeah.
I don't know who he was either.
Yeah, like you've looked up. I think you mentioned he's like not a
twice.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
All right, so now that's the movie.
Done.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
done. We've like Zach alluded to, we watched this movie twice.
Yep.
Loved it both times. I don't know how long I would wait to watch it again. Like I think 2 times within 2 weeks is a fair time to hide me. Yeah,
It's been
but
about a month.
yeah, you're right. It's been a month. I don't want to watch it once a month. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
but I would say that like this
It's
is a
no Dumb
movie.
and Dumber.
Yeah, it's no Dumb and Dumber. It's not another teen movie, but it is like for me, I could enjoy it stone cold sober, a zero cocktail movie. Yeah,
What was Blank Man?
I think Blank Man was a zero cocktail,
As good
but
as Blank Man? Okay.
I would have, unlike Blank Man, I would like to try to watch it a little more drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to jump it up to a 1.5 or 2 cocktails because I think it'd be even funnier. I think it's a great movie,
Right?
but like I think that because like like they make you have 2 drink minimums at stand-up comedy clubs. Like a lot of the jokes felt stand-up-y.
Yeah.
So like it feels like it's like watching like Kings of Comedy or something where it's like sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought. What about you?
I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Did you enjoy it both times? Like
I did. I think some of the stupid jokes are just kind of stupid, and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. But like, I'd go wondering.
yeah.
Wondering, just give me a little loose.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie. I recommend it to
Yeah.
everybody.
Same. I would recommend it.
And it's like one of those where you like you said that I'd never heard of it,
Yeah.
and so like you wish other people could find it.
Yeah. And it's cool because like you even tried to look up just facts about it.
Yeah,
There was almost
literally
nothing about
this. Is like one of the first Martin Lawrence movies.
Yeah.
And like if you're a big Martin fan, you're a big like the
Yeah.
show. You're a big Blue Streak. You're big all that shit.
Yeah. Big
I
Mama's
think you
House.
would enjoy this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I want our listeners to check it out. Let us know what you think. If you DM us and say like, "Hey, I would really love to watch it, but I don't have $2.99," I'll Venmo you. Actually, I won't Venmo you. I'll gift you the rental.
I'm gonna slap you. Fucking $3, dude. That's like 2 hot dogs at Costco.
I want a hot dog.
Yeah, let's get a hot dog.
Let's do it.
Let's get one.
All right, degenerates. That's all the time we had today. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like or follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or really wherever you get your podcasts. And you can always reach out to us on Instagram or DM. Just look up Gin and Sofa Pod. Gin and Sofa, out.